Holy shit.
Now, do it, Rean. Do it. Do it.
The Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel, baby. Northern War. The final episode, I think. I'm pretty sure. You know what, actually? Let me just check real quick. Yeah, episode 12. The final episode of Northern War. Last time, I think the show prepared the final bout between Rean and Lavi and, well, I guess set up Jaina as the final villain. I also wrote down why would they show Lloyd, but I think last episode we kind of concluded that they just kind of threw characters, or some of the characters in there as like, I guess, references for people who have played the games. I mean, why else would they just show a bunch of characters, not really explain who they are? I mean, if you don't know who they are, then honestly, that would just kind of be weird. In any case, I think I'm just gonna get right into it.
Listen to me well, Rean Schwarzer. I'm a citizen of Northumbria, and I vow
Who?
to protect it with my life.
Please wait.
Why aren't you fighting back?
I said this last episode, but Lavi, you have no chance. You have no chance. You just don't.
I don't understand.
Because I've come to keep these people safe.
Then why is the Empire invading? Your words and actions seem to be misaligned.
I'm just here to follow orders. And those are to evacuate the people of Halias.
You expect me to believe that?
I was always instructed to capture their leader, but my priority is to save human life.
Looks like we want the same thing.
That was easy.
The archaisms are behaving strangely and of their own volition. No one in this
Eh.
country can make them stop. But there's something different about you. Because of that soldat you pilot, you can take on anything and win.
Doubtful.
Whoever they are.
Extra doubt.
My duty is to protect them.
Remember? That's what you said to me. You can put a stop to this chaos, and no one else has to get hurt. I'm going to put an end to the root of the problem. You protect Northumbria while I do that. Like you said you would.
That's a pretty tall order. All right. I know how much this means to you, and all it took was crossing swords with you once.
Did they really cross swords? Let's be honest, you know. Rean would have just kicked your ass, little child. Rean, my boy, would have kicked your fucking ass. Where the hell did they come from?
Why did you charge in without me? You're so impatient.
My bad. Sorry about that.
Wait, who?
Mark?
Oh my god, that guy?
Happy to see you too. Now look out.
That fucking guy?
Detecting anomalies and archaisms across the city.
Altina?
It seems they have all malfunctioned at once.
Everyone, evacuate! We'll hold them off while you get away!
Oh?
Now.
You heard it! Head to the square!
I'm surprised he pulled it out so early.
Head toward Balmond Forest. That's where we'll find the one we're looking for.
The woman responsible for throwing Northumbria into chaos.
Oh, is that so? Then hold on.
I've been left in charge by the enemy, huh? If this ever got back to Machias, they'd lose their minds again.
Rean!
Okay. Before we, you know, freak out about Sarah, right? I'm disappointed. I am wholly disappointed. You wanna know why? Because when Rean does his thing, he has an echo, or like a very, very like demonic echo to his voice when he's in this mode.
8 leaves, 1 blade school, intermediate level. I, Rean Schwarzer, will be your opponent.
Okay.
Where is it? I don't see it, I don't hear it. I was looking forward to this. I knew this was gonna happen, but in the game, you know, when his turn starts, he goes,
My turn. Now.
and there's this echo. I was looking forward to that one. Fuck.
The enemy, huh?
Alright, let's watch
If they ever
Sarah.
got back to Machias, they'd lose their minds again.
Rean!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. They even put the I don't remember what you call it, the synchronization thing with Valimar, and I believe Sarah's like synchronization was, or combo was like lightning attack or something. I don't remember the names or anything, but her ability with Valimar was like a lightning attack. That's cool.
I'm here from the Bracer Guild. Starting now, we will be working with the rescue teams and guide you to safety as quickly as possible.
Ooh, I see Maiden as
Sorry
well.
if I missed any of the fun.
No, your timing's perfect, Instructor Sarah.
Oh my god, it is.
Give me your passenger. I'll take her to her destination.
Okay. Can't say I understand. Here you go.
Show me the way.
Counting on you.
Evacuating the citizens is priority 1. Lure the archaisms outside the city, then create an escape route away from the battlefield. Understand? Sir!
Is that?
I'll be right back.
This way, you stupid puppet!
It's lovely to see the minor players giving it their all. Although I do grow tired of watching the same performance over and over.
You're planning something new, aren't you?
I've been manifesting a tragedy to put even the Salt Pale to shame. Now, let us go. It's almost time for the twist in this tale.
Interesting. So it does seem like Jaina is, you know, planning something. I mean, I figured it was complete bullshit when she said she was just a spectator and wanted to see how things unfolded, but the real question is, how does Tally know? How did Tally know? I mean, maybe Jaina told him, you know, straight up just told him, and then he decided to, oh hey, I'm gonna infiltrate, you know, be a spy. Essentially, at this point, if they reveal that Tally was undercover, right? And they reveal that, oh, you know, Tally was the good guy all along and he's gonna be betraying Jaina at the last minute. They better explain how Tally knew that Jaina was behind all of this, you know? Because Tally basically joined Jaina right after they got back from the infiltration mission to Arabonia. So it's kind of weird how Tally just immediately knew and decided to go undercover. So I really hope they explain that one.
I'll be taking my leave here.
Sounds good. Thank you. Altina, why did
Rise
you...
up and make your voices heard. Then things will change. Your words remind me of Rean.
Ah, right. I was wondering like where she was going exactly. But yeah, it makes sense that she's going to the factory, the archaism factory in the forest.
Why?
But how would she know that Jaina's here?
The stage is set for the climax.
Huh? What the fuck? Where the fuck did those drapes come from? That's some weird shit right there. Some drape magic.
Jaina, Aliask is drowning in chaos. Do you realize how many people you're making suffer due to your careless actions? I've come to stop you.
One drop is all it took to start. In no time at all, that droplet circulated and corroded the surrounding flesh. It then infected a man who would one day long to sit at the throne. But Hero stopped his coronation before he took his rightful place. So the ruler who lost everything cursed them, laying waste to the heroes of Northumbria.
All right, that's enough.
You! What are you doing here?
If this thing broke, it'd ruin all the fun.
Life is fleeting, don't you think? Everything around us, including our best laid plans, can come crumbling down in an instant.
What did you say?
If you allow your trainees to fall, their sacrifice will put an end to the archaisms.
What?
You are faced with two choices. Even if you choose not to act, this place will fall apart. The puppets will continue to amass, and even more chaos will envelop this already broken land. Either way, they will die. You might as well give their death some meaning.
I'm not falling for your lies.
I'm not lying. The archaisms will be stopped, but once they are, a new curse will consume this country and its people. Their deaths will enrich the curse's seedbed, and I will be the one to cultivate its magnificence. It will bloom in one of two ways. The Silver Curse is a blight inflicted on those who live in Northumbria. Upon their birth, every child in this land will be possessed by evil spirits. The other is the Golden Curse, which will blight the very soil itself. The gates of Jaina will open, and the lands will overflow with evil monsters. The moment day fall, the color the curse pattern takes will decide the future. You may struggle all you like, only tragedy awaits.
I'm not gonna lie. She kind of lost me. Like halfway through that. Well, she's obviously lying in many ways. Beyond her grand speech here about curses and shit, if she's working with or for Ouroboros, there's no way she would allow Lavi to actually stop the plan, you know? Like, there's no reason to allow the possibility that the plan would be stopped. It doesn't really make sense that the villain would give the hero a chance to stop the evil plan unless the villain and the hero had some sort of relationship or, like, you know, some sort of, I don't know, some sort of previous drama. But in this case, they don't, so I don't see why the villain would ever give the hero a chance to stop the plan. You would never give your enemy a choice of sacrifice your people and save the world or let the world be destroyed. It's like, But I guess, like she said, in either case, she kind of loses.
You weren't even all that useful to us, so the least you could do is try not to ruin things now.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Put on by the Northern Jaegers, the less attention the Imperial government would pay to us, obviously. Get it, Aurora boy? With all your theatrics, I thought you'd be the perfect one to do it.
So all this time, you've only been using Northumbria as a distraction?
What's the problem? This country's done for anyway. It was too easy. When a tool presents itself, you just gotta use it.
Screw you!
Now you've done it. All that data down the drain. Well, considering it was you, that wasn't too bad. I'll be going now. Good luck. I hope you survive, little guy.
You can spare me your pity. I'm the Aurora Phenomenon!
You know, I had a problem with archaisms appearing out of nowhere in the games as well. I still do not understand whether or not they actually get transported, like teleported from somewhere, or they are invisible. And I'm pretty sure they get teleported. I mean, I get it, you know, it's an anime story, kinda. But like, if you have so many archaisms, and you can just teleport them, just with the snap of your fingers, why not just do 100? Why not just do 300? 300 of them. Even 10. Why just 2? They're gonna get their ass handed to them. And if you can just teleport archaisms with the snap of your fingers, like, you know, you'd be unstoppable. There's no, you have no threat. That's just some of the stuff that I've never understood. I get it, it's kind of an anime thing, like a, you know, plot convenience, I guess. But still, you know, sometimes kind of want some realism. Just a little bit of realism, you know? That's all I'm asking. Just a little bit of realism. What is this, Attack on Titan? Since when is Valimar like 50 feet tall? Or 50 meters tall? Valimar is not this big. If we were to compare Valimar to the height of these people, maybe like half the size. Like to the waist. That's how big Valimar is. The size, like, I guess perspective is so wrong here. This is, I mean, they probably didn't think a lot about this, but like, really, come on, dude. Valimar is like half the size.
It's not looking good for us.
Why would you do this? I thought this was your homeland. Why would you want to see its people suffer needlessly?
Needless or not, I don't care. I only want the entertainment.
Seriously, you've gone mad.
That's it for Northumbria. This portal will close soon. Time for you to become part of the finale in this unprecedented tragedy. A fitting honor for the grandchild of a cursed hero. Wouldn't you agree?
What do I do? I can't save them all.
Oh. Holy shit.
Now, do it, Rean. Do it. Do it.
Enjoying the show?
Fallen leaves. Wait, hang on. So, are we seriously supposed to believe that Jaina just died? Like, seriously? Like, really? Really? Are we... Really? Like, really? Seriously? I mean... We'll come back to that.
Need some help?
Italian?
What do you want me to do with that?
Jaina told me the only way for us to stop the archaisms is to sacrifice the trainees. But I refuse to play her games. If I do that, she wins.
Then what are you going to do?
She only told me what would happen after the rookies were sacrificed. She didn't say anything about what would happen if I saved them instead.
Finding the answer could be a huge risk.
Yeah, it is.
Why are you here?
Guess your luck hasn't run out yet. Get up and fight, Rogan! You're not dead yet!
That's pretty rich, coming from you.
Ah! Scream like men! That's right! Put your backs into it!
If we destroy this mechanism, we can save the trainees.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, but Jaina also said that whatever this is wouldn't stop if they weren't sacrificed.
This isn't like you. Usually you charge in without any explanation of moments like this. I can't count how many times things might have ended in disaster without you jumping into action. So I'm ready to risk it with you. Say the word, and I'll do whatever you need.
Oh my god, what a
I'm gonna
simp.
destroy the
I mean,
mechanism. And while I do that,
let's just watch.
I want you to take care of rescuing the trainees. I'm glad you're here with me.
Yeah?
You're one of the people I can rely on most.
I'll count us down. 3,
2,
1, 0!
I won't miss!
Actually made it back. And with the whole
Well,
gang
that was
intact.
easy.
Yeah.
You're unharmed, even after taking a direct hit. How are you able to manage that?
This little guy took the hit for me.
Wait, what?
The Empire's Soldat unit has entered the city. It's on its way here, to the Legislative Palace.
And I'm just supposed to let the Empire waltz in, huh?
Yep.
Well, guess I couldn't stop them even if I wanted to.
Yep.
That ain't like you. The Rogan I know could fight his way out of any situation.
Nope.
Come on. The world is full of leaders of vanquished nations. You're better off than some lowlife crawling back for forgiveness after working with the enemy.
We request your cooperation while we work to restore order in this land.
Oh, are we gonna have a final...
I heard that you were
yes,
unconscious
final
for
conversation.
several days.
Uh-huh. I'm not back to my best yet, but I'm doing better.
I see. You saved us. I owe you.
Nah. I'm just glad everyone's safe.
Though Northumbria definitely has a long road ahead.
So, what's next for you?
I haven't decided yet. But for now, I'm going to focus on looking after my students.
Students?
Yeah, there's this group of rookies that I used to train.
Oh. It's impressive for you to be an instructor when you're still so young.
You'd probably be better at it than me.
What?
You're compassionate enough to risk your life just to save an enemy. I couldn't do that.
It's almost like they knew
Oh, right.
what was going to
I'll
happen.
give this back. Was it a present from your family?
Huh?
I thought it must be, given what's written inside.
This is...
I'm not all that different from you. At first, protecting my family and friends was all I really cared about. Then suddenly, all kinds of people were calling me the Empire's hero. You've been fighting for Northumbria for quite a while, you know? So, I'm sure you've become a hero to others along the way.
It's time for us to go.
Gotcha, I'll be right there. Till next time.
I hope to never see you again. But chances are there are still things we both want to protect, so we'll probably cross paths.
Probably.
Interesting. I wonder if we're actually going to see her in the, you know, games that take place after this.
Northumbria has formally become a part of the Empire. The scars left behind from war were significant, and will be felt for years to come. But the people are resilient, and have already begun to rebuild. These events have opened my eyes to a lot of things I never considered before. I used to believe that hero was a title reserved for a chosen special few. But in reality,
Not at all.
what it takes to become a hero to someone is a decision to take action, and the will to follow
Son of a
through with
bitch.
what needs to be done. Even Crampon and Rean didn't start out as heroes. Sure. And each time it does, new heroes, and then...
Hey, Lavi! We're going on an epic journey? That sounds awesome! You sound desperate! Come on! Take us with you! Oh, Lavi the Great! Wildest thing in Samaria! Talented rookie! Dude, those aren't compliments!
Get lost.
Oh, come on!
Oh my god, we can see their faces.
Someday, I'll be able to blaze
Oh
my
my
own
fucking god.
fire.
Indeed, we are homunculi. artificially created beings.
We did what we could to make the children smile, even when we had next to nothing.
Don't misunderstand, nameless Jaegers. This is not your place to die.
We became government soldiers to defend our wounded homeland. It was the only choice we had.
Of course not. I'm the one who started all this, so I have to see it through. Let's be the flashing blade that illuminates the darkness.
Alright. Didn't really have much to say towards the end. Okay, we'll go through this. As I mentioned during the reaction, I expect more from this conflict between Rean and Lavi, but yeah, I mean, they're both good guys, so kind of understandable that they wouldn't fight for real. So I'm not too bothered by that, but one thing I didn't like, for instance, here, is Rean's transformation didn't have the
No.
But, you know, okay. Okay. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. The fact that Sarah didn't have a bigger role to play, I guess. I would have liked to see Sarah more. I kind of felt like they left this part of the war way too late in the show. I would have liked if they spread out this final moment between 2 episodes. So like start this last episode and then finish it this episode. That's kind of why I was a little bit surprised that this is the final episode. You know, we hadn't really gotten anywhere. I will say this conflict, this final episode, was a little short. So as I mentioned during the reaction, I wanted them to explain why and how Tally knew, which they didn't. And I'm gonna get to that very, very soon. I'm not gonna lie, when this shit happened, when the drapes came out, when the curtains rose, or dropped, I guess, and this shit happened, I was a little lost. I mean, okay, it's some sort of big art or something that Lavi's stuck in. You know, like genjutsu, right? Okay, whatever. And then, you know, Jaina went through this whole, like, speech about, like, sacrificing the recruits or something to stop this, whatever this is, to stop the archaisms. Another weird thing that I was like, that I thought about mentioning while it was happening, but I kind of held off. Rogan noticed that this machine, the controller, was apparently doing something and he was trying to destroy it, right? And then Campanella shows up, is like, hey, let's not do that. But then allows it to be destroyed anyway, in the end. So I guess it wasn't that important. And then, yeah, Jaina goes on this long speech about, like, sacrifice and heroes and curses. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of tuned her out halfway through the speech because, I'm not gonna lie, I don't consider these types of scenes good. Like, my attention span is kind of short, but usually I can at least keep up. But with this, there was so much bullshit in this whole, like, speech that I don't know, I kind of blacked out. I fucking blacked out halfway through the speech. Basically what she was saying was, fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. The real question is why Jaina would even allow this to happen. Why would Jaina allow Lavi to even have the chance to stop this? And then Rean went berserk, lost control of his
spirit unification, no breathing.
And then this happened. This is what I wanted to talk about. Tally just straight up assassinated Jaina. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was probably the worst way to get rid of your villain. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this episode. I think for a finale, this episode was really bad. I like trails, right? I like seeing some of the characters. I love seeing Rean, Sarah, you know, like, I'm kind of a fan. I don't mind when, like, it's bad animation or whatnot, you know, even if some of the story plot holes are a little too holy, right? You know, as long as it's, I don't know, decent, at least. But here, this episode was so, I'm gonna say it, I think it was so bad. Like, first, how the fuck did Tally know to infiltrate Jaina's, like, posse? Secondly, why did Jaina not even suspect Tally? You're telling me Tally, who has no special powers or special abilities or anything, just snuck up on Jaina and just sliced her throat? Like, what? 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 Huh? Okay, so Jaina didn't suspect Tali at all? And then how did Tali even get the dagger? Straight up, she had this dagger on her. And then all of a sudden now Tali has it? What? Like, what? Did I miss Jaina giving it to Tali or something? It's like last time I checked, she was sucking on this fucking blade, right? Licking this blade like your mother licked my lick my dick. She was like licking this blade, did a little this.
Now, let us go.
She was licking it and then she was doing this. Created the door. She has the blade. There's literally no reason for her to give it to Tali. And then this whole scene happens where, you know, Jaina confronts Lavi and then what happens? Swing! She's dead. How did Tali get the blade? What? Am I missing something here? I don't know. I don't think anyone has any kind of absolute disguise ability. So this has to be Tali killing Jaina with her dagger that she was holding in the other scene. Like, you know, something about this is just... So yeah, basically Tali, like in episode 7 or 8 or something, I don't even know, just decided to randomly go to Jaina, and then Jaina took him in, so somehow Tali knew that Jaina was the mastermind or something. Jaina not suspecting anything, apparently, and then all of a sudden, he just goes and assassinates her. With her own dagger somehow. Like, it's so random. There's like no... How did Tali know? Why not kill her earlier? How did you even get her dagger? There's so many questions, so many like inconsistencies to this whole like scene. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's so... I'm gonna say it's stupid. It's stupid. This was clearly not really thought out at all. And it's unfortunate, you know, like... I'm not gonna lie, you know, throughout this whole series, as a fan of the Trail series, like, I looked away from some glaring problems earlier in the show as well. But this is just too much. How the fuck did Tali get in here? But okay, maybe there's a portal somewhere. And then this is another thing that I just didn't understand, which was, where was it? So what happened here? So they like jumped up here. How did they even know this would work? Another kind of like stupid thing about it was, oh yeah, let's just shoot a bullet. Let's just shoot at this thing. How do you know that's gonna work? But okay, anime logic, I guess. Dude, just straight up, she just shot one bullet in there and it just kind of worked. Okay, I want to see what happened here. Okay, did we actually see anything happen? Did you guys see anything happen? Straight up. So she shot the thing, right? And what happened? It imploded. And then big bright light and then Lavi! And then next thing you know, they're outside the portal, I guess, on the right here. And then Lavi's like, oh yeah, I used the toy to take the hit for me. It's like, what? What hit? What the fuck even happened? And then they show, oh yeah, she threw this in the air. And then she shot. Oh, wait. It's like one frame. That's why I didn't notice. See? It's literally like one frame. When she shot the thing, there was an instant lightning blast. See here? But it's so quick, it might as well not even be there. Right? I mean, look at that. It's almost instant. Like, that's like half a second. Even less than that, probably. You can't even tell that there was lightning. You could just think there was some random fucking special effects, some random flickering or some bullshit. But apparently it was a straight up lightning blast, right? And the reason she didn't get hit with that is because she threw the fucking toy in the air. And then the toy took the lightning blast. It's almost instant, so you can't even tell that that happened. Even in the replay, when they explained what happened, that's also almost instant. You can't even tell what happened in the fucking replay. So again, like, I feel like they could have done this scene much better. In the end, Northumbria succumbed to the empire of Ereboneria, and they lived happily ever after. They showed a couple of characters that I'm very interested in. Ah yes. See these characters? Haha, Trails of Cold Steel 3 reference. We have, from the right, we have Yuda, Kurt, Altina, Douche, and then there's her, Muse, Ortis, the Lamar province. Interesting. And then we saw this woman. Who the fuck is she? Now, I don't even know. I think she showed up maybe at one of the games before Trails of Cold Steel. I could be wrong. She did show up once, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. She did show up once, as far as I've gotten in Cold Steel 3. She has shown up once, but I have no idea who this is. I'm definitely looking forward to finding out. Ooh, immediately we have another 2 characters that are big references. Very big characters as well. Obviously, you know, Joshua Estelle with, well, fuck, what was her name again? Point is, another big character. That's episode 12, the final episode. What would I give it out of 10? As a Trails fan, I would say I would give it like a fuck. I would give it a fuck, dude, out of 10. But no, seriously, 6 out of 10. As a Trails fan. If I wasn't a Trails fan, ooh, I don't want to say this, but 3 out of 10. You know, it is what it is. I am fair. I call out bullshit when I see it, regardless of whether or not I like the source material. And honestly, I will say that this production was kind of shit. There were some good moments, I guess, in terms of the story, but like, the animation was severely lacking. Like, I talk about how I don't give a shit about animation, but you gotta at least have the art kind of be consistent. And there were many, many moments in the whole show, throughout the whole show, where I felt like they couldn't keep their art and animation consistent. Okay, like sometimes you look at a character's face and it's like the camera is looking at them from some awkward angle and it's like it looks weird. I wouldn't expect anyone who hasn't played the Trails games to want to watch this. I would fully understand people dropping the show very quickly. It doesn't have the art and animation quality to, I want to say, keep people who haven't seen the Trails series before. And yeah, I mean, this was basically just for Trails fans. And honestly, as a Trails fan, 6 out of 10. You know, even as a fan, I can't just overlook certain glaring problems. And as I, you know, explained throughout the whole, you know, last episode now, during the final moments, Jaina just getting assassinated by Tali, like, what? The Tali shooting Lavi, why? Like, that wasn't even, like, remotely explained. If Tali was undercover, why shoot her? Like, they tried to explain it slightly by saying that, oh, you know, if Tali had never shot me, I wouldn't have escaped the guards. It's like, no, you could have just told her to swim in the fucking sewage water. You could have just told her to swim in the water. It is what it is, you know? Like, instead of shooting her and then almost letting her drown and bleed out. You know, like, stuff like that, that's just never explained. And then how did Tali know that Jaina was the big mastermind? And then Tali just kind of goes and silently assassinates her with her own blade somehow? Where did he get the blade from? Like, what? There's so many, like, random things that are never explained, and they just kind of hope that you don't think about it. You know, that's kind of the problem with surface level writing, right? But yeah, that was it. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around. Maybe pick up a new show of anime sometime soon. Don't really know what I'm gonna be watching next, but whatever I watch next, I'm sure you'll be there to watch it with me. God, you're such a slut for reactions. This has been the end of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War, and I'll see you next time.